Hey guys, Nicole here, and I'm here with a process video. I had some time to scrapbook today and am taking advantage. So I thought I would pull my kit out that I have been playing with a little bit. It's a mix of Craft Market and then some Maggie Holmes and Dear Lizzy papers, some Heidi Swapp embellishments. I did a video on it if you want to check out what's in this kit. So anyway, I have decided to use this wood grain. It's not really wood grain. It's more like it's a wood pattern, like wooden boards, like in a chevron pattern. And so I've decided to use that as a background. And I have these two photos that I wanted to scrapbook from my daughter's. They were taken right before her birthday party, and I thought they were so cute and they were just some classic pictures of her and my husband. So I wanted to scrapbook these, and the colors were perfect because my husband had that navy blue and orange jacket on, and this Craft Market paper had that navy blue and orange in there. So I thought that was a good time to use these photos, or to scrapbook these photos. So I apologize if my camera's a little off. I'm really getting motivated to get a new contraption. I'll adjust it here in a little bit, but it's just hard to get my camera in the perfect spot. But anyway, so here I'd pulled some of the papers from the kit, some 6x6 papers from the Craft Market paper pad, and then some papers just from the kit, and wanted to just layer them. And I wanted just to pull individual colors for the layering section that were in the pattern paper section on the left. And so that's just kind of what I'm working on here. And just trying to figure out how I wanted that layering to look like. So I'm just playing around here. I just wanted some of the different colors to peek out. I have the navy blue, the pink. That one paper on the left there is orange. It's a darker orange, but it's the orange from the same line. And then I figure I'll balance it out with the embellishments because it's really heavy color-wise on the right with that navy blue. But I know I'm going to balance that out. So here I'm just gluing the layers down. And I do decide to mat the photos in white just to pull in some separation between the photo and the paper layers. Just a little bit of a brighter color. The Craft Market floral paper has kind of a mix of cream and like a brighter cream, almost white. So that worked out just fine. Just getting these set. Okay. I like that. I'm just kind of eyeballing it to see, okay, do I want to mat it or what do I want to do? So here's when I decided to get some white paper and just do a quick thin mat. It's fairly thin, so. And all the embellishments are they're a mix of white and cream, so it kind of helps pull in that white when the rest of the paper is cream based, like the background paper is cream based. Okay, so I kind of changed my mind a little bit on how I want it on the page, just a little bit. So I was going to just overlap it more to the right and actually bring it kind of down. So you could see some of that lighter blue paper on the top, but I said it's too low on the page. I wanted it more centered, so I just ended up kind of centering it amongst on top of all, on top of all the layers. So now I'm just trying to figure out. I wanted to use this as a title. I don't end up using it, and I end up taking it off, and I end up using a letter sticker word instead on the sticker sheet, but that initially was what I wanted to use as my title, and it just doesn't look right to me. I think just because it's a pink on the pink, and I can make it work. I was kind of playing around with that word, and then this is when because I'm thinking I have chipboard, so let's put chipboard somewhere else. Then I remember that this never works for me to do it this way. Like I really need to do the paper layers first and the flatter layers first, and then do the chipboard, not quite last, but and I do that every time, and I'm like, no wonder it's not looking right. To me, I need more layers underneath, just because that's how my scrapbooking style works, I guess. So I take them off and say, okay, I'm going to go to the flat stickers and the my flatter embellishments, so like the layerable pieces, like the ephemera packs and those kinds of things. So I just kind of change direction here and decide that I'm going to just get that done first. Then I'll do the chipboard on top, because that's kind of your top layer. So that floral piece ends up not working because it brings in this different yellow that doesn't match that orange, and I don't like it at all. But I love this gold and I love that it is glitter, because my daughter is wearing a shirt that has glitter on the front, or like they're sequins, but it's a very, very glittery shirt. So I love that, and I do end up using that, but I use it in a different spot. So here I'm just kind of looking through the die cuts, and this green and this is where I realized that green is nowhere in that pattern paper. So I decided to go to the sticker sheets and go that route instead. Now I know I want to get some navy blue on that left side there to balance out where the paper is. So I find this blue tag pretty soon here. Yeah. And then this brighter pink, that pattern paper has a pale pink and a brighter pink. And so I wanted to get some more of that brighter pink to match her shirt. The pink paper that's in that back layer is kind of like an ombre look, so it has all tones of pink pretty much, but doesn't get quite as bright as what her shirt is. So I wanted to get, and that floral sticker I put in that top right corner also has that brighter pink. So I just wanted to get that elsewhere in the layout. So I decided to layer this pink tag with the blue tag on top of it, and then the ampersand on top of that, overlapping the photos. And I like how that cluster looks. So now I'm getting somewhere. And I use these little gold dots from the Heidi Swap chipboard stickers for the holes in the tags. I do that instead of. Let's see. So now I find this other title, and it ends up working fine. Like it's a little bit more of a distressed green or turquoise. Like it's a tad of a different tone than in the paper, just because I think the paper I used was maybe the cheap Michaels like Craft Market packet instead of the, I don't know, instead of the actual, like the thicker individual piece from the line, if that makes sense. So I think sometimes that changes your colors a little bit, but I don't think you can really tell, and I'd probably be the only one that would notice that. So I still decide I want to separate it a little bit because it is had different. And so I just pull it to the bottom right there, and then I bookend it with 2 of the gold arrows, keep that gold throughout the layout on each side. And so that will be my title. I don't know why I buy thicker sometimes. Like I always use my titles from like sticker sheets and die cut cards and stuff, but because I don't like titles for some reason. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, there we go. So here's where I figure out that my phone like is about that. I must have knocked it or something, but so here I like this camera die cut by not liking the very right side of that, so I cut it down to where it's just the camera and it says capturing memories, and just kind of layer that slightly underneath those gold arrows and underneath the photo mat, and that just pulls in some more layering and some more gold and a couple different tones of pink there. And here's where I'm messing with it, and I pause it here for you so you don't have to get dizzy. So now I got it figured out. And then the light's causing a major glare, so I turn that off, and I know that's not too bad. It darkens a little bit, but let's continue to look at the sheets, the sticker sheets, and I wanted to get some more craft because there's a little bit of craft in that camera. So I find that and just layer that underneath the floral there, and then find this other craft sticker that says you and me, because I eyeballed that earlier. That was one I wanted to use just because that was a perfect sentiment, and so I just kind of layer it underneath this cluster here, although that's a sticker and not a die cut card, so it was harder to pull up than I thought. But I liked having that kind of embellishment cluster go a little bit more vertical, so I thought that helped even things out a little bit. And then I think this is where I find, yes, there's orange in that paper to the left, and so I come across this sticker that says Pure Joy, and I thought that fit the pictures perfectly. And then there's an orange heart, so I wanted to get that orange somewhere else on the page. And now that I'm looking at the layout as I'm talking to you, I didn't really get it in a third place, which is going to bother me at some point. So I might find something else that has a little bit of orange and maybe put on the right side there. We'll see what happens if it... I'm a true believer in the triangle and the rules of three, because I notice those types of things. Now, technically, I have orange in that paper, but I just feel like I need something. So I think I'm going to layer. There's a hello sticker that I play with here in a little bit, and I don't end up using that. I think I'm just going to kind of place in that cluster to the right. Okay, so anyway, sorry. I'm just going to continue scrapbooking the page as I'm talking through the video here. Okay, so here, this really frustrates me because these aren't that old. And I try to rub on and it completely is not good. It doesn't even go on. So off camera, I tried to do some more rub-ons on a different paper because I didn't know if maybe it was just the type of paper. And they were all crap. And so I just threw all these away, which is a bummer because they're really cute. But they just didn't rub on very well at all. And I expect that with old rub-ons, but these aren't that old, so I was kind of frustrated. So I just kind of tried to scratch it off with my fingernail, and I kind of cover a little bit of it with a sticker, but you can't really tell. I mean, you don't really notice because I get most of it scratched off, so... I just have never had that happen before, unless they were like really old, and I'm like, okay, I was trying them out, but I think these were they Maggie Holmes ones or Dear Lizzie? I'm not for sure, but anyway, bummer. So those are in the trash. But I decided I didn't want to throw them away before I knew it wasn't just that one rub on, or that it wasn't just that paper. And anyway, so so here I'm like, okay, I need to cover this because there's a little bit of stuff there, and it fit perfectly, but I didn't like how it looked, so I don't end up using that. I end up deciding I need some more of that brighter pink up there, and I have this label that I stick up there just to cover some of it. I like how that looks. Okay. So let's see what is next. I think at this, Okay, yeah. I think at this point I'm looking for something on that bottom right. Oh, and I did add that sticker underneath that smile. It says you and me too. It has that more pale, is that more that paler pink? Um, but I think I'm looking for something on that bottom right. If I remember correctly, I feel like I need to build that up a little bit. And decide to put this chipboard camera there. And then I use a gold dot as a middle, and so then I have those gold dots around, and I use the last two in the upper right just as though they're enamel dots, but then I have them nicely spread throughout the page. And I'm feeling like I need some more of that turquoisey color on that in that last cluster on the bottom right there too. There's a little bit on that camera, but I just feel like it needs to be more prominent. So I kind of have my it'll feel more balanced. And so I end up just finding a label. I filter through all this. I decided to take all the smaller embellishments completely out so I could dig through them a little bit easier, but none of these were really catching my attention. And so I go back to the sticker sheet, and that's where I find that was more of a mint green than the blue in the paper, so that didn't quite work. So then I just go back to the sticker sheet and find this turquoise label sticker and just kind of tuck it into the right. And then right there where that meets the corner of the camera, I do, after the fact, add in a sticker that says hello in orange, and it's a circle and a flower, and so, or like it's a circle sticker, but it looks like it's like a circle within a flower. And just that brings in that orange to that cluster too. So here I'm just kind of doing the general, like what these pictures are, and then on that blue paper, light blue paper there to the right of the top photo, I journal more specifically about these photos. And I'll pause that here so you don't have to sit through that. So here I'm done with the layout, and thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.